Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Joe Plays Bad, where me, Joe, plays bad. Today we're starting a new game, 2 Point Museum. I actually really love this game, so hopefully things are really good on this. All right, we got it paused, right? Do I have it paused? Yes, I got it paused. Okay, so we're going to start this off. We're starting off on easy mode because I suck at this game. Just like all other games. Yes, I know. I have told you this 1.5 million times. I apologize. I know. So we got Amber Giga. Amber Giga. Yes, because we're playing Ark. We got an Amber Giga. It's, yeah, no, okay. I gotta remember how to switch these things. Dang it. I forgot the, There we go. It's Z. Alright. So we're gonna put the Amber guy over here. Right, so this is there's a couple things I like to do to start off before I actually go through here, and one of those things is I like to make myself a staff area right over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a building. Wait, isn't this supposed to be paused? Yeah, okay. I had it non-paused. And like right here, I'm going to build a relatively big area. Now, why am I going to do this? Well, it's actually fairly simple. It's because I want to make myself some rooms. I want to make a staff room first. The staff room, I'm actually going to get it. Yeah, I want it kind of in the. I'm actually going to instead do the training room first. We're going to make this about 4x5 with one of these right here and one. Okay. That right there. 2. Since we want some better training power, we are going to put up the awards and stuff. The training lectern is going to go right there. We'll put the training awards right there. And right there. I'm going to do this right here and there. If anyone is actually watching at all, please do not hesitate. And I do mean this. Do not hesitate to say, hey, I'm here watching you. Is that? Yeah, okay. Because I don't know what's going on. I do not. I always like to put a thing in there. Alright. So we got ourselves our training room. Yay! Little bit, feeling a little bit better. My back is killing me. My back is hurting really bad. So the next big thing I need to do is I need an analysis room. And this thing has got to be 4x4. We'll make it 4x5. Put the door right there. We're going to put this thing at the very end. And then, since we don't want the analysis power and all that because it actually messes with it, we are going to instead put some crazy stuff like a couple of crates. Of course, got to have a trash can. Always have to have couple of house plants. You like house plants? House plants are fun. I like these octagonal ones for the person standing because and of course for the people who come in. Did I put that in the right spot? Yeah, I did. Okay. General. And I always like to have these fancy windows here. I don't know why. So, got the analysis room going. All right. Again, if you are here, the next one I'm going to do is a workshop. I believe I can do... Yeah, 5 by 5 will be fine. We'll put the workshop door right there. Boom. That goes right there. Workshop tweak table. Okay. Goes there. Workshop tinker table. Goes right next to it. Spare bins part, because you always need some spare parts. Got the wall calculations, because we gotta, know what's going on. We need a whiteboard. We need the trash can to throw away when we're done doing stupid stuff. Alright, looks like we got everything. Another smell parchment. Might as well just throw that up there. Alright. So again, if you're if you're coming on and everything, I cannot see people popping on, but I can see chat. So say hi, say where you're from, say not where you're from, say hey, you sound stupid, whatever you want to say. Just talk to me, tell me what's going on, tell me how you're doing today. Give me a nice heads up of what's happening and how we're doing, and hopefully you can enjoy this. Alright, so we need 3 by 2 for staff room. I'm going to do 5 by 3 because I want to have this thing be nice and big. They're going to have a couple of these. I want 2 of these. Yeah, I don't really need 2 of them. But they're going to have the staff desk. The bungle button masher. Snack table. We got to get these people all yummified up. Because, they need food. Of course, the coffee maker, because, coffee. For those who don't want coffee, we're going to give them a water cooler. Yeah, that's right. What this saying, heck? Ah. And I don't know if I got room for an armchair. So we're going to put an armchair in there. And for our decorations, I'm going to put the staff notice board up here. Can I actually fit the Bone Belt Mega Map? I don't know if I can. It might go there. Yes, it can go there. Alright, that always makes things look nice. Of course, they need a clock to be able to tell when they have to leave in that, They gotta have that. If you were working, wouldn't you want that? Of course you would. Of course you would. Everyone wants that. Right. There's a nice little staff area for my staffy poo. Alright, so I got my training area, I got my analysis room, I got my workshop. I need my marketing. I'm going to give them a bathroom that is only theirs. Two, 3. And then we got to give them a sink right here. hand dryer. We're going to give them a ambiance speaker. Of course, a trash can. Then we're going to put the paper poster. Be careful not to fall in the toilet, because, I mean, I know my people. They're going to fall in the toilet. I mean, that's what they're going to do. And so that they know what time it is. Because, I mean, don't you always want to know what time it is when you're pooping? I always want to know what time it is when I'm pooping. So you got to know what time it is that you're pooping. And we're going to put a couple rugs in here. We're just going to basically carpet this area. There we go. That's a nice little bathroom for them. They will like that bathroom. So let's see. I got the training room. I got the staff room. I need a marketing office. I think I'm good on that. Yeah. Marketing office. Anyone in here yet? Doesn't look like it. If you're watching on the YubTubs, I'm not certain if this one's going to go on the YubTubs or not. It might. It might not. It depends on a lot of stuff. It actually depends on a lot of stuff. Because I got having a little bit of an issue with the I'm actually having a little bit of an issue with a couple of the things in there. But we are trying. Marketing monitor, yeah. I like the heated wax lamp in there. I like the beanbag in there. Nope. Dang it. I gotta figure out where I can. Alright. Got my marketing office. Woohoo. So I got that all taken care of. Alright, so we got that. The next thing that we have got to do is we got to hire some people. So let's see what we got. Okay, we got one guy. He's not too bad either, really. Pilot wings already, level 2. Yeah, we're going to get him. I need him. Right, let's see what we got as far as assistance. She could be good. Sick at the sight of sick. Training speed minus 25. I do not want her if possible. That is actually pretty. She is actually pretty nice, so we're gonna get her. She's gonna be our first one. I'm gonna need a bunch of them though. Gonna need a janitor. Let's see. He's not bad. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hire this guy. And I need myself a copper. Ooh, we got a fast one, and he's loyal and robust. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna be in there. Okay, so I need to get myself another prehistory guy. If she didn't have the hat, would I be okay with the Volmino? I'd be okay with that. I'd be fine with that. But we're gonna do ticket 10. I like the ticket 10. I like the way it looks. I'll put one right there because eventually we're gonna have another one right here. Now, since I do not have the people, okay. So we are going. Let's see if I can remember how I like to do this setup. Is there anyone on chat? Anyone in chat? Anyone doing my streaming? Am I recording? Yep. Alright, we're all doing good there. Let's see. We're actually gonna move this guy. Gonna move him here. And what we are going to do is we are gonna make a kind of a funky gift shop. Funky gift shop. So we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. And I want one here. And that's gonna be there. Okay, so I want another exit. Dang it, I can't quite do that. I gotta. Alright, that'll work. Alright. Then we're gonna do a toy stand like right here. Sorry for my phone. I don't know what that is. It's a Facebook thing. No one cares about my Facebook thing, okay? I'm gonna do plushie stand. It's gonna be prehistory. It's gonna be right there. We need a poster stand. Of course, it is gonna be prehistory, and it is gonna be right there. Okay. With that, I'm gonna need a bookcase of prehistory. And we're going to need a onesie stand of prehistory. Flanked by another bookcase of general. Because I like books. I really like books. Then we are going to throw in this guy. He's going to be like, hey, buddy, I'm right here. Make this room nice. And we are going to put cave walls, because this is a prehistory. How big is that? And we're going to put the family right there. Alright, now. Do I have everything? Do I have a onesie theme? We're going to have an ambient speaker. No. It's going to be prehistory ambiance. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, gonna say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna have like some kind of a weird exhibit like little thing right there. Right here. We're going to make a couple, a little bit more for the bathroom because they're gonna need it. They always need more poopers. Always need more poopers. So I am just gonna add to that. Okay, edit room. I wanna do that by 2. And I'm gonna add a couple more toilets. We're gonna add a hand dryer right in between there. We're gonna add an ambiance speaker so that everyone can be like, ooh, sweet. And of course, we gotta do the paper poster because they gotta be frightened by the ghost in the paper. And of course, right by the thing, use soap, a-holes. Use soap. And of course, we're going to need a trash can. Alright, that completes the room. Right, now what I really need is some more staff, so... And actually what I need before that is I need to get one of these. They are going to... Okay, so... That's on that. And I gotta keep an eye out for my time. I can't really go over today. I work today, I work tomorrow. I got a long day working again. I'm working right now, as far as I know, 7 days straight at least. Possibly more, so... Let's see. I want to do... Actually, we're gonna... So usually I have these marked like right over here, but I kind of want to do something funky this time. I want to move some things around, and I'm going to go boom, 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 right next to that. Right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we need here. Okay, buzz bonus near a donation stand, near any prehistoric thing. Alright, let's decorate and let's do prehistory. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to have near these? Okay, so these are Fossil Mall. So we go boom and boom. We also got to put the fossil decals down so people know these are fossils. I like always having a hanging amber. We're going to put a hanging amber over by this guy. Ooh, prehistoric hide. Inventions. The Age of Stones. Already got one of those. So I'm gonna get a rock. Let's see, where is it? Anyone out there? Anyone watching? Anyone at all? Is there somebody watching? Somebody watching me? I always feel like nobody's watching me. I got too much privacy. General, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, where is the ambiance? I need some ambiance. Maybe, is it actually in here? Yes, yes it is. Rock speaker. We gotta get them right there. We're gonna... Wide info stand. Bop. I gotta get some more decorations. We're gonna go prehistory. Let's see. These are always nice. Just gonna get all of them. Let's see, what does... Near a fossil decal. Oh, cool. So I got that guy. That's my boy. So what I need is some more decorations for him. We are going to put ourselves a fossil decal right down there for him. Prehistory. Unicornus mural. That's a friggin' huge thing. I always forget how big the Unicornus mural is. So seriously, I try to make a wooden wall torch is nice. We will put it right here to shed some light on it. Yes. A little bit of vine wall behind it. Yes, a little bit of vine wall, and that is all good. Alright, we got all of that. This one actually still needs a little bit of... I'm going to put an elderly tree right here. Can I sneak it right there? Yes, I can. Alright. So with that, I think we are at 5 of 5. Yep. Alright, we got everything there. Right, so let's see. Two-point radio. You're listening to Night Below. Right. Okay, definitely, how far out can I go on this? Okay, let's see what we can do here. Cafeteria. It's got to be 4 by 3. Let's make it 6 by 3 with the entrance right there. One. All right. Like, believe it or not, this actually reminds me a little bit of one of my favorite cafe areas in a museum. It actually reminds me a lot of the museum in the Field Museum in Chicago. Uh, Used to be an absolute amazing place. Nowadays, it's still a really good museum. It's just not as amazing as it was. They've had a lot of stuff that kind of, you know, how do I put this? So they've had a lot of areas where had a lot of areas where their stuff is kind of going downhill because they haven't had so much time and everything. So yeah, it gets kind of rough. So it's relatively rough. It's relatively rough. Relatively got some stuff that's just like they're going out. They're having some pretty bad stuff on that, and I feel so bad about it. I feel sorry for a lot of it. It's just like because they're working hard. I mean, they're really working hard to make their stuff nice and awesome, but it's just they don't have the resources and all that. And I mean, they have done a lot of work trying to get. They have done a lot to try to get their people, you know, and everything, and it's just one of those things, man. It's one of those things where a lot of people just don't understand. A lot of people don't get that they need the money in that. Okay. So we have the honeybee. Alright. So what I need to do. Okay, and that is at a... What does it need to be near? A footprint decal. I can do that. First, do I have... Ooh, I got a couple assistants. Let's see. Pilot wings robust. Yes. We're going to hire them. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and hire you just to be my backup guy. Alright. And then I need to put in a footprint decal. Making this a nice museum. Like, this is one thing that's going to sound really weird. I would love, and I mean love, this would be an area where I would just be so happy if you could actually make like an actual museum one with actual real dinosaur bones or like real world cultural items, not the you know, cutesy fun stuff in this. It's just it's fun, it's cutesy, it's okay. It's okay. But I would like one with like you know, just like an actual like full on museum game where you can like create a museum and actually you can go out and get a bunch of different you can go out and get a bunch of different stuff on there. You just have like just absolute crazy amounts of like detail and stuff, and like they would actually have like the information on there. To me, that would be so much fun, so much fun, just so much fun, just going out and having a lot of fun with that, and just, you know, enjoying yourself and everything, and just being there. I just think that would be like so much fun. Like it would be really sweet VR game. It would be like a really sweet VR game in my opinion. Like I know this a lot of people would probably be like, "Oh, Joe, no, this isn't the right way to do it." I think it would be absolutely just sweet. You could like do this whole thing of, you know, just having a lot of fun to where you could actually like make your museum, or even just a VR game where you actually get to go through an actual museum. Like I would absolutely love to be able to go through museums and stuff. I would pay per visit on that to the museum without even an issue to be able to go through that on like a VR thing. But I'm a big zoo museum person like that, you know. I'm a big zoo and museum type of guy. It's just it's like one of my things. It's like it seriously is a big thing I'm at. Just to me, it would be a lot of fun. Like, I would have a lot of fun with that. It would just be so much fun for me, at least. I don't know if everyone would have that much fun and everything, but it would be so much fun for me on that. Just be able to play that, just be able to do that, you know? So it's just one of those things, you know, I would love to do, but at the same time, I understand not being able to do it. I know it would take a lot of work. You'd actually have to go through and. So now I want to know how to play cheese ball. Just because that'd be fun. But yeah, I would love to actually have a entire game of, you know, nothing but to where you could go through a museum and like have a bunch of different museums in that. That would be so much fun for me. Okay. All right. So we need to pick this one up, and we are going to disassemble. No disassemble. But no, we're actually going to take and replace it with the better version. Doesn't seem like Lazarus is going to make a appearance today. He is kind of miffed at me. He's kind of ticked off, a little bit upset with the daddies because the daddy was being kind of I find that hilarious as I'm old enough to actually remember using these. And that's an actual lantern. That is just kind of funny. The fact that it's the underside of the starfish with the mouth open is kind of funny to me too. Surprised they didn't try to make Patrick Star, but not actually make Patrick Star. So we are half an hour away from where we actually started. So the question is, do I want to start on my dinosaurs? They're not really dinosaurs. They're random creatures. And here's the fun thing on this one. If I choose him and I do Speedy, this will literally do nothing because it removes an event, and the only things you can get from that area are dinosaur bones, which are not actually. So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing on that, but it is actually a thing. It's actually a thing you can do on that. So, oh, I almost forgot something. I forgot to do something. This is kind of funny. So on this, I am going to make this no guests. It's a staff only bathroom. So yes. So yep, but we're still at staff only. Yes, staff only. Can be male, female. Everyone can go into the bathrooms at my thing. I don't care what you are. Come and do it. I can believe that. I can believe some people actually bringing in some stuff that's kind of crazy. Yay! Stuff. On this one, for right now, we're just going to have this one. But eventually, this is going to get moved into a full-on Dinosaur Hall exhibit. With this area, I forget what I usually put there. But I've got the idea of what I want to do. See, these will eventually get moved out for some extra ones of these, just kind of thrown over here so that people have extra stuff to look at. And these will go in the hall right here. I will have all of the ones that I can get right here in this hall. Then we're going to get some of the space things right here. Probably not a whole bunch of them, just some of the ones that are like the ancient exhibits and things like that will be right here. Sneaking into this area here, we'll have a couple things right here, and then this area right here will be the Hall of Dinosaurs. You know, dinosaurs. They're not really all dinosaurs, but yeah, they're dinosaurs. Anything going on? Nothing big. Okay, back to the game. Then eventually, I will start working out over here, and this will be my botany area. And then I'll have another area where I'll make it towards like this is like the full area of Dinosauria. I don't want to do, if I can help it, I don't want to do any aquarium stuff on this. I just don't want to do the aquarium nonsense. It just does not sound like, if I'm going to do an aquarium, I want an aquarium. I don't want a just non-aquarium. I want, you know, an aquarium. I don't want... You know, I don't want a... I don't even know how to put it. I like don't want... I want to. I'd want to do an aquarium, not like a game with aquariums or anything like that. I want an aquarium, you know. So it's like, then for that I need... He could be useful later on, but right now he's just not useful. Definitely not you. And definitely not you. So we are going to go back here, start exhibition. No, I don't want him. He's doing analysis. First aid kit removes that thing. A speedy. But it does... I'm in sandstorm level, so that's fine. I don't really care. This area will be for my specialty things. So... see what we got. Anything good? Yay! The second part of the Sharpontops skeleton. Ugh. Like, I'm gonna say this right now. I hate that. I hate it. What one needs it? That one. So what we're going to do is open the crate. What's in it? It's the Boldadillo. See, this one's just kind of meh. Let's see. Yep, okay. So yeah, we got that. We got that. What's the time? Yep. No one has shown up to watch, as usual. Guess the last few times it's literally just been a couple people who are trying to sell me stuff or trying to scam me. Either one, I don't know which. But it's like, seriously, people. Can we stop having people trying to prey upon the weak and feeble like myself? My old self does not know what's going on with the world. On that, yep. Hopefully, people are enjoying this a little bit later on, because I know they're not enjoying it now because no one is watching. No one is watching. But you know what? I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying this thing. Keep having fun with myself a little bit. You know. Of course, it's safe. It's always safe. You know why it's safe? Because I am omnipotent. Yeah, he should be getting it. There he goes. See, I might want to pick myself up another one if I happen to see one. Not really. Not really at all. So yep, we looks like we got 15 minutes left on this on tonight's stream. Sorry I'm not streaming for hours on end today. I'm just basically trying to get some things. Alright. So we will do the pre-histories campaign. I'm really... Okay. Yeah, you're definitely getting rejected. You're getting rejected. Yes. You are getting trained in survival skills. That's right. Yeah, down here. Stop looking at the stupid stuff, Joe. I made $422. That's not enough to keep up with anything. But you know what? It's better than nothing. We're going to go back here. We're going to do autofill. No, we're not going to do autofill. We need him. Then we're going to do first aid kit. And we're going to do speedy. Because on the lay. Oh, my back, my back, my back. Oh, my back is killing me. Oh, shoot. I apologize, folks. I am in a pretty hefty amount of pain. Like, like levels of pain. Yay! The expedition team returned. Yay! It's pristine. Got my first pristine exhibit. And let's go ahead and go again. Right, I believe that makes, yep, that is pristine now. Nice. So now, the question is, do I move on? Because, like, on the Carrion Trail, that's all dinosaur bones, but you need 2 prehistory experts. The Spoonie Dunes, you need 2 prehistory experts as well. But I don't think I got... Do I have all the rewards? Yeah, but I've got everything from there. Need a janitor. Which I've only got 1. I need another janitor. Yeah, you kind of stink, so... let's see... We can go ahead and hire you. You seem like a good person. So, yep, we're running low on time. Getting about 12 minutes now. We're counting down the time before I leave, because, I mean, when I say we, I mean me and the voices in my head, because none of you are listening at all, because there's no one out there. Unless you're on the YubTub channel, which I really got to start working on it. Got to start working on the YubTub channel. Minus 35 total, 5,800 profit. Yay, we're back up. That's nice. That's always good to see. No, it would be nice, like, if you could have, like, these things for the museum. Like, if you had a big museum and it would actually tell you information on it. You know, I think that would be cool as heck. I think it'd be fun as heck. Like, I'm a big museum, zoo, and aquarium guy. Like, I could go to special natural history museums, but also, like, if they have a big area of, like, armor and weapons, museum of arts, I could just spend hours in in that section. Uh, things like that, just so much fun to me. Yeah, I made $241 in monthly profit. I remember I used to go through and try to read everything on museums and stuff I went to, and I still do it for zoos. Gonna go to the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo sometime soon, so let's see. Let's go ahead and go to here. Autofill. Yay! Good job, buddy. I did. Why did I do a detailed? I don't need everything's dinosaur bones there. That was useless. Ugh. In too much pain. So since there's literally no one watching, I don't think anyone's gonna join in the last like 9 minutes. I am actually just going to quick save, exit to desktop, save and quit. I know double saving. I do it all the time. I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone. Just in case this goes up on YouTube, just remember, have a good one. Hey Elizabeth, I actually was just about ready to stop. I'm streaming for the day. How are you? Um, Unfortunately, I've been. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Uh, all kinds. I'm all over the place right now. Whatever one strikes my fancy for the day. Do a lot of Schedule One, Arc. Uh, I've got a ton of games. I want to do some Skyrim eventually, some modded Skyrim. State of Decay 2. Those are ones I've been playing a lot of. I did. I'm a thing of 2 Point Museum today. So all over the place right now. There's some games I'd love to start, like some of the horror games and that, but I'd be a horrible, horrible streamer of those because I don't react. If it's scary, I go, huh. PUBG and Counter Strike. Uh, I don't play those because like I would feel so horrible for the people that got me on their team. If I'm on your team, yeah, you're immediately going. Anyone else? Can we get a just like someone whose computer doesn't run because it'd be better than me. So use anything like that. I'm really not good at any type of shooter. So not daily. I'm trying to do it 3 times a week. I actually work. Also, I work a lot. Like today, I worked noon to 9. Tomorrow, I work noon to 9. Then I work noon to 9. Then 11 to 9. Then 11 to 9. Then 11 to 9. So I'm gonna try to keep streaming so everyone maybe get some people following me. Maybe some people actually like. As long as I can make some people smile and make some people have some fun, that's all I can really hope for. So. I am from the United States. General area. General area Midwest. Oh, California. Stay safe. Hopefully you're nowhere near the riots. Professional artists. Well, I hate to tell you this because right now I'm not looking for anyone to do any type of work on my profile or anything like that. I just do not have the money. I work a lot, but right now it's all being paid to try to fix up my house and that. So I apologize for you wasting your time on that. So I know I get a lot of people who are artists on here trying to get me to go to their website and stuff like that. It's pretty much the only people who have actually checked in on me here, except for my very first stream. So hopefully you can get a lot of good stuff with your art. Hopefully your art's awesome and you get a lot of people buying your stuff. There's money ways, there's no way right now. So, well, it's time for me to end my stream anyways. I am exhausted from work today. You have a wonderful night, and uh, have a good one. Don't get in too much trouble, and if you do, don't get caught. Have a good one.